Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Welcome back if you've watched some other videos of mine, or welcome for the first time if this is the first one you've watched. Today we're going to look at PREVENT and the PREVENT agenda, what it is, some signs and symptoms maybe to look out for if we suspect that a person we're working with may be being drawn into extremism or being radicalized, and some contact details at the end if you have any concerns. So let's get going. So in this video, as I said, it's around PREVENT, and the PREVENT agenda is very much part of the UK's counter-terrorism strategy, which aims to prevent people becoming involved in or supporting terrorism. As a college, we have a duty to have due regard to the need to prevent people from being drawn into terrorism. So protecting children from the risk of radicalisation is part of the college's safeguarding duties. As a college, we're very committed to training all of our staff on what PREVENT is and how to support persons who may be showing signs of extremism and who to refer to if there is a need. As a college, we should be working with our learners to build their resilience to radicalisation by promoting fundamental British values, which enables them to challenge extremist views. It's really important to emphasise that the PREVENT duty is not intended in any way to stop our learners debating controversial issues. In fact, it's on the contrary, our college should provide a safe space in which young people and staff can understand the risks associated with terrorism and develop the knowledge and skills to be able to challenge extremist arguments. Let's just look for a second around some signs and symptoms to look out for, which may indicate a person may hold extreme views or being radicalized, or just some wider concerns that we may have. So looking at things like changes in friendship groups, often associating with older friendship groups or older persons. So a change in who they're associating with. That the person displays a real lack of empathy for the views and beliefs of others. That there's a level of understanding or expressed views that are beyond the norm for their age. They may change what clothing they're wearing or have other physical changes suggesting a concern, maybe some tattoos or the wearing of symbols or badges. They become quite secretive and extensively use the internet, often seen through maybe tiredness when they come to college. Viewing of material linked to extreme groups and organisations, perhaps on the internet. A willingness that they may have to share their extreme views with their peers or staff and be very overt about their own views and opinions, which may be of an extreme nature. Irregular school attendance, known to go missing from home. Wilder schoolwork, which expresses their own views, which may be quite extreme. So maybe they're completing an assignment and they write about their own views and opinions, which may be perceived as of an extreme nature. Just some signs and symptoms there just to look out for and to share with the safeguarding team if you have concerns. As part of the PREVENT agenda, there's something called a channel process, which is pre-criminalisation support. The channel process is a multi-agency safeguarding process and really early intervention strategy aimed at identifying and supporting individuals, including children and young people, vulnerable to the recruitment of violent extremism. It really needs to be noted that this includes all forms of extremism. It's not just one form of extremism. And it's very much, I suppose, a mechanism for ensuring that these individuals are assessed and supported by professionals using statutory safeguarding frameworks and multi-agency partnership working. So no one agency is supporting that individual. There's a multi-agency support network around that individual trying to assess the risk that they potentially pose, but also identifying what support they need. Let's just look briefly at some terminology around PREVENT, and we'll look at radicalisation, extremism and terrorism, so that the meanings of those. So radicalisation is the process by which a person comes to support terrorism and forms of extremism leading to terrorism. Extremism is described by the government as vocal or active opposition to fundamental British values, including democracy, rule of law, individual liberty, and mutual respect and tolerance of different faiths and beliefs. Terrorism is described as violence, engaging in property damage, endangering life, disrupting electronic systems, things like that, basically designed to influence governments or intimidate the public, often for the purpose to advance a political, religious, racial, or ideological cause. PREVENT and the agenda is about safeguarding people. So if you have a concern that a young person or child or adult is being drawn into extremism or terrorism, please make a referral to the college safeguarding team or the multi-agency safeguarding hub or the police. The contact details for those services are on the next slide. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon.